Welcome to BMX Race Hub and your Manchester Indoor Track Guide. Okay, Manchester Indoor, quite an environment, really different experience for racers. Obviously you've got the roof, you've got the lights, the crowds, the intensity of noise, different noises, there's a buzz in the air literally, and of course there's no weather. But it's a really quite harsh environment, the dust as well, it's quite dry, there's no air movement, and I know it sounds weird, but you know, you get really hot in here, even on a cold day, because there's no air going over you. So it's a really, really different environment for riders. And of course, the track as well is it's pretty big, pretty demanding. We're stood on the 8-metre hill, the only indoor 8-metre, only indoor track actually, but only indoor 8-metre in the country. And you've got the 5-metre just down there, which is where most of the riders will race from. Really big jumps, really big berms. You've got different lines in the corners because of the pro section coming out of and then into the first and the second berm. And actually a very, very wide third straight, which used to be a split straight, but now isn't. So yeah, let's have a look around the key features. Okay, first feature, got to talk about the start hills. So we've got the 5-metre and the 8-metre. Most of the riders are going to come down the 5-metre hill, obviously the challenge side. And you've got the Supercross 8-metre side. Pretty steep. Again, that really harsh environment, something a lot of riders won't be used to, but lots of benefits from it. It's nice and smooth. It's quite steep, get really good speed, and then you hit these first jumps. So as you can see, well, you can probably see it's a really hard surface. We'll have a look at that in a second. And quite big features as well. Lots of different lines through this. Actually, some of the younger riders tend to flop onto it or jump it. And as you progress through, getting faster, probably more like a manual, and then pedal out. This one, jumping all day. It's a big one. You've got to commit, and it's a big process to get through this jump. But once you are, loads of speed for the rest of the track. Okay, next feature, first corner. The biggest issue with this is you've got two lines coming out, two lines going in and coming out again. So for the challenge riders, you've got to get across from the outside, but then cut to the inside. So it's quite a big carve down, especially as the speed builds. Some of the smaller ones probably on a low around this corner. It's quite banked and grippy around the inside. The faster riders are going to need to be carving down the berm to get back across for what is a really important section of the track into the second corner. So let's go and take a look at that now. Okay, next feature is the jump into the second corner. It's quite big, as you can see. It's something that it can kill your speed if you get it wrong. But obviously getting it right, getting the backside of the jump into that second corner and then a pedal into the corner is kind of mission critical on the track. The smaller riders are going to plonk onto it and then get back on the pedal. The bigger riders, that sort of 13, 14, it becomes really important to be jumping it. Okay, so the jump and then into the second corner as well. So you can see it's quite a long way in there, but it's a good old pedal into the corner and then out of the corner as well. And you can see there's quite a long way into the corner. So pedaling in, pedaling out is really important here. Okay, so we've had two big corners and now we've got actually quite a tight corner, but really supportive. You've got to get your head and shoulders round, looking down the last straight, looking for that exit as you come into the corner. A couple more riders coming through here now. So you've come from a wide straight to something much narrower into the berm. And then as you can see, really getting round that corner is very important, getting your head and shoulders through so you can set up for the last straight. Okay, last straight on the way home now, nearly there. You can probably see, you can maybe hear as well. This track is quite unusual, it's very hard. Hang on a minute. Did you hear that? It's a sealed surface, so low dust, no real kind of gravel to it, really fast, obviously pretty harsh. So we're nearly at the finish line, and let's go on board with Harry Tanner for a hot lap.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Manchester Indoor hot lap, steep start hill, a lot of pedals to the second jump. But carving into the amateur, manual, double manual. Jumping into the corner is really important. Pedals early, coming out the second corner. Manualing down the third straight. Carving that last corner and just have fun down the last straight. Pedal to the line.